Hey guys, what's up? This is LukeG coming at you guys again. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, where I'm coming from, a little bit about my past, my present, my future, where I want to go, and things I want to do. And if you can connect with me, then just hit me up, and I'll be glad to get in contact with you guys. I was born in Poland in 1984, during the communism. I was born to a father who has a PhD in medicine, and he was making $30 a month during that time, believe it or not, $30 a month. After a couple of years living like this and having little old me and my little sister, he realized that's not the life he wants to have for himself and for his family, so he met his future business partner and just started a business that totally revolutionized Poland, and eventually it expanded globally. After a few years of business in Poland, the business expanded to, as I said, globally, so we moved to the States. We lived there for about a year and a half in Houston, Texas. Life was good, life was awesome. And then the business sort of moved our family to Israel. So at the age of about 8, 9 in second grade, our family moved to Israel, where we have been ever since. I mean, adapting to Israel wasn't, even though we had the whole adjustment from Poland to the States and out to Israel, you would think you're adjusted to it, but the whole transition is all new every time you do it. So we got adjusted to the life in Israel slowly but surely. Got to know the culture, got to know the people, the food, the heat, the sand, the amazing beaches, the bombings and the bad things that come along with it. But eventually became a home for us, and that's where we've been ever since. I finished junior high school like every other kid in Israel. And like every other kid who finishes high school at the age of 18, I got recruited mandatory to the IDF, Israeli Defense Force, where I was serving for 3 years. Guys do 3 years, girls do 2 years. And it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. It wasn't easy. I was expecting the worst out of it. And, I was expected for the worst situations, and I learned a lot and got amazing experiences. I served in a search and rescue unit, which means pretty much every time a building collapses, whether it's from the missiles that were sent from Lebanon, or whether, if you guys remember, about 5 years ago, a wedding hall collapsed in Israel because of bad architecture, bad engineering. So we go in, and we have the technology and the utilities to lift everything up and just take the people out of the ruins. So that's what we did. Amongst other things, we also did combat lines, that's what it's called in Hebrew, combat missions, check posts. We were in Lebanon for a short period of time. It was an amazing 3 years. Not easy, but I got a lot out of it. At the same time, I was a commander in the IDF. After about 9 months as a regular soldier, I got sent to be a commander, which was even more amazing. Once beginning to command, I was in charge of soldiers. I was doing their basic training and their specialty training afterwards. And then after that, I went with them to the combat missions, which means I was there in the front line with them, leading them, just pretty much being their father and their mother, because that's how it is in the army, and it was amazing. The things I actually took from that, the things I actually got from just leading other people was, of course, you make mistakes in the beginning. That's what leadership's all about, unfortunately, but I learned a lot out of that. So once I finished my military service, which was a few months ago, I began working with a foundation that is helping Holocaust survivors in Israel. Believe it or not, but Israel is not taking care of its Holocaust survivors. The government, you would think this would never happen, but in Israel, Holocaust survivors are dying from hunger, and Holocaust survivors are dying from lack of money for medicine and these kind of things. And the foundation I work with just makes sure that that we help just as many people as possible. We raise funds from all over the world, funds that the government didn't want to raise, or money that the government didn't want to give to these people. That's what we did. So me personally, when I was working with the foundation, I did some things that were just life-altering as well. I personally handed out, distributed food to Holocaust survivors that, sometimes in the mornings they have to wake up and say to themselves, what do I rather have this morning, food or medicine? Because they just can't afford to have both of them. So just coming to them and just really giving them food was such a basic thing, was amazing. In addition to that, I was also one of the coordinators for the PR company that was working with the foundation in order for people actually to know what's happening in Israel, we have to market it and we have to publicize it all over the country, because people in Israel, Jewish Israelis, they just don't believe it. You tell them that Holocaust survivors are in a bad situation in Israel, they don't want to believe it. They think you're lying. And in addition to that, I was also in charge of the productions, the media productions that we did, interviews and all sorts of commercials that we did for the public. So I also got an amazing experience, and I just learned a lot from that. At the same time as I was working with the foundation, I enrolled into a program, a Jewish Israeli program that sends young Israeli Jewish people to North America to be ambassadors for different reasons all over the continent. I was sent as a music ambassador to Florida, Miami, where I would share a little bit culture, music culture from Israel to youth, to kids and youth, and just really just to give what I can from Israel, because there's a big Jewish community all over the States, and you know, although they're Jewish, they don't really get the Jewish Israeli culture that we get living in Israel, so they want to experience that. So that's what I was doing there for 2 months. It was also an amazing experience. Met some amazing people, many prominent businessmen that I hope to be in touch in the future. I know that will just always be there for me. And shortly after that, I continued touring all around the USA. Wow, I've been everywhere. I've been to Florida, whether it's Miami, Orlando, twice to Orlando, Houston, Texas. I even went to Oklahoma, Tulsa. In California, I've been to San Francisco, visited beautiful San Francisco. I'm in Los Angeles right now, in Beverly Hills. It's amazing here. This week I'm taking off to Chicago. After that I'm going to Canada, then Florida again, then New York. I'm going to be all over the place. It's just an amazing time. I'm having a very fun time. At the same time, I'm experiencing and learning a lot. And it's just a really good time for me right now. And that's a little bit about my present, my future. I'm currently right now in Beverly Hills with a very close friend and mentor who has really just taught me to open my eyes to things that I didn't think I didn't see before, and just to really look at life from a different perspective, and just really I see things clearer now, things I didn't see before. I'm talking the personal, spiritual realm, and I'm talking about the business realm as well, because that's where I want to be heading. So that's a little bit towards my future right now. I am very interested in business in any possible way. I'm looking right now just to network with people. If you guys are looking at this video right now and you feel you kind of connect to what I'm saying right now, then please just hit me on wherever my details, my forward might be right now. Just write me whatever, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm just seriously looking for just some young people like myself. I like to consider myself a young entrepreneur who's just looking to achieve greatness in life and just do, you know, I believe it's God's purpose for my life. And if you guys can really just connect and relate to that, then I really encourage you, just hit me up, just write me anything, and I'll be glad to write you guys back. So here's LukeG. Thanks for taking the time just to listen to my video, and I'll check you guys out later.